Hi, my name is Martin and welcome to Inside the Olympic Games with Richard Pound. Today, we're going to talk about the opening ceremonies of the London Games of 2012. Hope you enjoy it. When you're talking about the Olympics opening ceremonies, the most popular viewed thing, I know Sam has done research on YouTube, and basically the one with Mr. Bean is, I guess, Sam, right? Is that correct? The most popular one?
Martin's right. I have looked up the YouTube things to see what interests students. And to my great surprise, by far and away, the most popular one was the one where the Queen is supposedly jumping from a helicopter, escorted by James Bond, lands in the stadium, and comes out. And then there's Mr. Bean playing the Chariots of Fire, all sorts of things like that. And I get a surprise that by far and away is more popular than the athletes or any other Olympics. Why was that, Richard? I mean,
it's a typical British way of dealing with a situation. London followed Beijing. The opening ceremony in Beijing was as a matter of choreography and artistic performance and so on, was out of this world. There's never been anything on that scale ever. And poor old London is following 4 years later and saying to itself, good Lord, how can we can't top something like that. So what can we do that's particularly British? And a lot of that was to make fun of themselves. And so I remember Her Majesty jumping out of the helicopter with James Bond and had been at Buckingham Palace not too long after that, and saying to the staff there, said, didn't you people know about this? And they said, well, we saw the actor, we saw the helicopter out in the lawn behind the palace. And we thought, well, maybe the idea is to have a James Bond episode where Buckingham Palace is under attack or something like that. And the actor is there schmoozing Her Majesty to see whether she would agree to it. But they had no idea what was going to happen after that. And I remember at the ceremony when it happened, where I was seated in the Olympic Stadium was just in front of the Prince of Wales and Camilla. And so I looked around, and their mouths are wide open. And I said, didn't you know? And they said, no, he has no idea. So it was a surprise to I think all but very, very few of the organizers of the ceremony that this was going to happen. Now that was fun. And as Sam has just said, Mr. Bean is an archetypal comedian and very much identified with Britain, and his, he doesn't need words to do anything. And so, with the camera focusing on him, sort of conducting part of the opening ceremonies, it was particularly special and very British. And the result was that you didn't end up trying to compare apples with apples. You had an apple from Beijing and an orange from London, which made it had its own particular flavor that can't be matched by anybody else.
I hope you enjoyed this video on Inside the Olympics with Richard Pound. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, press the like button, and if you wish to receive more videos like this, press on the notification bell. If you'd like to, please leave a comment. We would enjoy hearing from you.